Bear down.
So with Shane Waldron being the new offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears, we now have an idea of what the offense is going to look like, what kind of weapons they may need and use for the offense he's going to try to run. I'm going to look at some free agents that are not household names, that are not at the top of the line, that everybody will know about, everybody will be clamoring for, but guys who probably know this system or definitely know the system that Shane Waldron will be running for Chicago. Of course, there's going to be a couple of Seahawks on here on this list, but also players who will have familiarity with the system or who just fit the system and what Shane Waldron will be looking for to get this offense, this Bears offense, on track. Now, before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. If you're interested in the draft and in NFL news, this is your #1 place to get the NFL news and draft coverage that you need. Let's get started. Now, first, we're going to start with the wide receiver room, as this is probably going to look very different from 2023 going into 2024. I'm going to start first with Cedric Wilson, wide receiver from the Miami Dolphins. Now, Wilson has been a very productive receiver in his early in his career with the Dallas Cowboys. Hasn't found as much success in Miami under that McDaniel/McVay type system. Only, I think, because of Miami has so many weapons, and Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert. They take a lot of the great Chase Claypool. You can't forget about him. They take a lot of the targets in that offense. But I think Cedric Wilson is a nice big body receiver, has some speed, good route runner, will probably be high on the list for the Bears. They need a veteran receiver to come in here and be another target just in case Tyler Scott doesn't develop the way they hope he does. I think they will be looking for Scott he'll get a chance at least to fill that Tyler Lockett position. I don't see the Bears trading for Lockett. I see people bantering that around. It's unnecessary. Some other options will probably be Nick Westbrook from the Tennessee Titans, Paris Campbell from the Giants. He's a speedy receiver with some size. Of course, I think the Bears will draft a receiver high in the draft, more than likely Marvin Harrison Jr. Probably 2 receivers in the draft for sure. I don't think you'll see Velus Jones, Equanimeous St. Brown, Darnell Mooney return to the Chicago Bears next season. And the same goes for the tight end position. Cole Kmet will be your starter, and they will be filling in at least 2 spots, maybe one by a draft pick, but there's 2 Seattle Seahawks that are free agents coming up. Noah Fant, who's a fast tight end and a plus blocker in the run and the pass game, and Colby Parkinson, who's also a big target, 6'7", and a plus pass blocker. Not as good in the run block, of course, because he's a taller, lankier guy at only 250 at 6'7", but he's also a big target in the red zone. Both good pass catchers. I think you'll see the Bears snag one of these 2 big targets for this Shane Waldron offense in Chicago in 2024. Now, 2 other players I would like to mention on offense are 2 Seahawks, one being running back DJ Dallas, who is also a kick and punt returner, which we know the Bears need both, and they could use a running back. DJ Dallas is a good all-around running back. Reminds me of fan favorite Darrington Evans, and I think he'll be a nice pickup for the Bears. I think that Travis Homer and probably Khalil Herbert will probably be released, as they can be released without much dead cap space this next season. Now, last but not least is offensive guard Damian Lewis. He's been a 4-year starter for Seattle, has been solid all the way around. We need depth on that interior offensive line for Tevin Jenkins and Nate Davis. Now, Nate Davis is not really a candidate to be released next year. I know I see a lot of fans calling for that. His cap hit, the dead space on the cap for releasing him, for cutting him, would be pretty much his whole salary, so there's no point in doing that. But the Bears do need insurance at that guard spot. They probably will have a draft pick in, but it wouldn't hurt at the right price to bring in a veteran like Damian Lewis to challenge both Davis and Jenkins for that starting position. So this offense, definitely the personnel in this offense will look different next year. It's an exciting time to be a fan of Chicago. I mean, we're finally looking to get some competent offense, and we've been without it for at least a decade. And despite all the QB trolling and the first round pick trolling and the Caleb Williams arguing back and forth, the Bears are in a good position, and Ryan Poles is going into this offseason with good problems to have, as he has to make a decision between good options on offense. So again, as always, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and thank you for watching. Bear down. Peace.